Your movie this week, Cow Sills, is called The Creeping Terror.
Oh, who put hair in the sink?
That was me.
Things I can do with my spirograph.
When spiders drink too much. First transatlantic cable got all screwed up.
Looks like the inside of Robert Morley's nose.
Oh no, call.
You know, a steady diet of staccato is a bit nauseating. AJ, a jerk.
The point of view of Helen Keller.
Ooh. Why, it's not creeping. This terror's clipping along just fine.
A very uninvolving video game, this. Why am I terrified?
We should be home in another hour.
This man's name is Martin Gordon.
You'll be home in an
The
hour.
lovely girl beside him is Brett, his bride of 2 wonderful weeks.
They have everything. I have nothing.
Late August, then, is sheriff of Angel County, and Martin is his senior deputy.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Martin has high hopes of succeeding his uncle when Ben retires.
Creeping
But
nepotism.
for now, without warning, their honeymoon is to become a nightmare.
Her mother showed up. Boom!
Oh, Martin.
Ignition was a little early,
Martin
but...
or Brett saw the glowing rocket descend in the early morning sky.
Meanwhile, the bride made her first meal.
Oh, you.
Is the band tuning up? Like ionization.
Now that we need a narrator, he clams up. What's going on?
Oh, God. It's far out space nuts.
Astronauts. A Chinese funeral procession.
What? He's from planet Dreadlock.
The pontiff has arrived.
I was afraid the alien was going to be goofy. Ohio. Ohio. Gozaimasu. Ohio. Ohio. Jeez, it's aerodynamically perfect.
Well, it is creeping. You got to give it that.
Hey, Phil, which way you going?
Everybody in line back there?
At Moe's Carpets, we're cleaning out our inventory.
Oh, you newlyweds are Randy. Now stop it in there.
There's a plane crash down the road a couple of miles. Get in, honey.
You have the right to remain mine.
Well, I don't understand it, so let's start shooting.
They looked at the rocket in utter amazement.
It looks like a Ticonderoga number 2.
A puzzled Ben finally asked Martin what he made of the craft.
Martin panicked and froze.
It's no airplane.
Ben never asked Martin another question.
Could be one of our missiles. Don't think we have anything this big.
I know that from our wedding night.
Wait, I've been here. I'm dead.
Jeff, are you in there?
Yeah. Can it wait?
Martin?
I got to check under the movie. Oh, yeah, there's a big mess under here. Jeez.
Well, he probably knows what he's doing.
Within the hour, Martin's unusual call for assistance was answered by a special unit led by a Colonel James Caldwell.
We're the special unit. Hello.
Let's get going.
There is a branch. This is not a drill.
Ah, yes, the days of rampant military spending. Okay, guys, don't frag me again.
More troops are sent in to fix the manifold. They're going to force Earthlings to read their gas meters. Well, they've perfected the dial.
Aren't you glad you used dial?
Back at the high school, shop class was canceled.
By the next day, Colonel Caldwell had the situation well in hand.
Katie Lang.
He had called Washington and received his orders from the highest possible authority.
God. You know, this is how all teenagers see themselves. Poor kids.
The unbearable whiteness of being.
I'll be there in about an hour, if you can just bear with me.
Come on, honey, let's crab walk out of here. You have a kind face.
Well, he's not shy. You can say that much.
Hey, if you could help me out by climbing in,
"'Twas beauty fed the beast."
Wow. Earth girls are greasy.
I love you, spaceship.
The other guards don't understand you like I do, spaceship. Oh, shh, more later. Tell me more secrets, little rocket friend. Shh, shh, shut up.
Ah! Wow. It's the creeping newlywed. At this point, the director attempted an arty sort of shot.
You know, it's a federal law to keep your monster in a car seat.
He avoided specific details for fear of disturbing her more than she was.
What's she doing?
If the truth were known, Martin was more than a little disturbed himself.
Now cough,
Shortly
honey.
thereafter, Dr. Bradford arrived. He was a much younger man than one would imagine him to
I
be.
have no preconceptions.
Martin, you found the fallen craft. I was sorry to hear about your uncle. Tough break.
Which one of us is talking?
Yes, thank you. A couple hours of sleep did a world of good.
If he could communicate with the creature, it might be possible to advance human knowledge by years or even centuries.
Or maybe just a few days. Oh, it's so fulfilling being married.
Martin keeps a softball glove above the stove. Hi, honey. Pregnant yet?
The Menendez brothers come home.
Operation Mild Surprise is going really good.
Oh, hi, honey.
Boy, 3 days and it's still like they're just newlyweds.
The deputy and his siren.
What do you have, Barney?
Your wife,
How about a bourbon and 7? Barney, you should try marriage. It would do wonders for you.
Let's try it.
My answer is yes, Martin,
Barney
yes.
and Martin. His life was now Brett, a life that he thoroughly enjoyed.
Let's watch them enjoy each other.
The next morning, Betty Johnson, as usual, blew a goodbye kiss to her husband, but for the last time.
Once a homecoming queen, always a homecoming queen. Oh, did I have a baby while I was waving goodbye? Well, how's my little boat anchor?
Let Mommy take your temperature.
No, get lost.
I don't think I want to watch what's about to happen here. Don't.
Wait.
Oh, no.
You're going to put that where? I'm not sick, I'm fine. Look, I'm feeling better.
Oh, you'll pay for this. The first director to realize the dramatic potential of a rectal thermometer.
Well, my love deprivation experiment is going well.
I gotta get more colors.
When Tom Wolfe's wife does the laundry.
Maybe if I just zip by, she won't notice me.
What? Is that a less dreary existence I see out there?
Meanwhile, Opie and his therapist go fishing.
Hey, he's a Matryoshka doll. There's 6 more of him inside.
He's part of the really Big Brother program.
Wow, cannabis.
This is a portrayal of deep clinical depression.
Bobby has often observed his parents at night.
The whole world is this guy's salad bar.
Maury Firestein, kosher game warden.
And Bobby's hopelessly inbred synapses slowly begin to fire.
Oh, Bobby shed his antlers.
Kill. I mean, cow. Hey, he's making his own broth.
Let the current take you away. Swim!
Meanwhile, in second hour bio.
So far, he had no success in communicating with it. But he had not yet exhausted all possibilities.
Like candy and stockings.
On a more subjective basis, Martin received an urgent message from Barney.
I love you.
Barney was at Willow Creek.
I'm in love.
Barney was instructed to organize a search party locally. Humanity might be in grave danger.
From a Hoover floor model.
The young Peter Graves Chronicles.
What is it?
Just our impending death. Oh no, they're about to be attacked by a point of view shot.
Watch the hair.
Have the army send in bass and drums.
Years later, Pete Townsend would perfect this.
Today, the music world mourned the guy who owned this guitar. Filmmakers went back to this building every time they needed the shot.
The monster was moving toward the community dance hall.
Where a close-knit community mourns its dead.
You know, everyone was 40 back then. It's just a good thing drugs came along.
I'll say.
This town desperately needs a leather bar.
Even a dairy bar.
Lady.
Oh, his date is so humiliated right now.
This dance is a tribute to the treble clef. Ooh.
Your parents before you were born.
I hope I didn't overdress for this thing.
One more drink and he'll be attractive. Wow, behind her, it's out of control.
I don't blame him for ogling.
There is just plain no need for sex.
Why is everybody looking at me?
My God, what is it?
Everybody leave in a slow, leisurely manner.
Meanwhile, in a totally different movie at a completely unrelated high school.
Go ahead, honey. He's being friendly.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, hi, Debbie.
What's great about this monster is that he can pretty much be his own sleeping accommodations.
John.
Marshall.
John.
Marshall.
John.
Marshall.
John.
Marshall? Oh, not in front of the monster, dear. Mike?
Well, you see, when a monster and a small car love each other very much...
Wow. Jackson Pollack disapproves. He's doing his Walter Brennan impression.
Nabbit. That monster would make a really cool fort.
He's just not as nimble as he used to be. I think he's put on some weight or something.
Blah. Hoochie coochie.
Oh, he likes it fresh out of the can.
Check this out.
Now to make my speedy getaway.
Colonel Caldwell wasted no time ordering his men into action.
Men, action.
Pull it out, men.
Actual dialogue startled everyone. The monster's got corn smut. The photographer fell on them.
Hard pile.
Decided he had only one means left to stop the monster. Grenade.
Renee? Who's she?
Now Bradford made a drastic move.
He
Acting on
gestured.
his superior authority,
Okay, Baggy, now you'll meet my creeping terror.
Oh, he broke a heel.
Ooh.
Something sort of happened, kind of.
Yeah, there was a...
Dang monsters from Radio Shack.
This portion of our film brought to you by Ansco Windshield Wipers. Ansco Wipers. When you're wet, they wipe you. And thus the chase scene begins. Gotta find a petting zoo. There are times when a man needs the touch of a llama.
Enjoy my profile, won't you? Oh, geez, did I leave the monster on? Whoa!
Oh. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles for one of your smiles.
Mommy.
And so our tale begins again.
Oh, no.
Listen, he sounds like Screaming Jay Hawkins.
Oh, God, no. Oh, it's not possible.
Think I hit on something. Stay away from his mouth. Don't crawl inside of it. That's it.
Suddenly, he suffers from a narcolepsy seizure. Sorry, he just darted out in front of me.
Bradford just squirted all over the place.
Wow.
Here, let me give you my insurance information.
Bradford told Martin what he had just confirmed.
I'm dying.
These monsters were highly specialized test animals. Martin knew what he had to do.
Become a huge Larry Storch fan. He'd follow him around the country seeking his autograph.
Hey, there's bullets in the other end of that thing. Another frustrated IBM PC user.
So, how many of him do you think it would take to screw in a light bulb?
All of them.
Yes, the Jack Nicholson Courteous Driver School.
After his release, Stacy Coons gets a job at Cray Computer. Well, should we eat him or bury him?
The end. Say the end.
Yes,
End. We're going to leave anyway. End.
Ah!
My God, what is it?
I've been to one state fair or rodeo, and that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.